We say the same thing every time. Did you know that?
Hello and welcome to
Over Two Cans. My name's Sam, and this is Alex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
That's how you introduce.
Do you not think we should change it up a little
Well,
bit?
the ITV news at 6 o'clock, they don't rock on and be like, yo, what's up? How's it going? They're like,
But I would prefer to see
they're
that.
like, welcome to the ITV news.
I would like to see Ranveer Singh go, yo, ITV News, baby. Hello and welcome to Over Two Cans. My name is Sam and this is Alex.
You know what we had? The one thing we used to do is introduce the episode number.
But we're not doing that
We
anymore.
don't even know what episode it is
I
anymore.
think we're probably on episode 100, something like that.
Yeah, 102, I think. I think officially it's actually episode 17, this one.
We are here today to discuss a specific type of beer, which are here. And they are from different years. They're cool. It's called Hop City. Hop City by Northern Monk. They are collaborative beers.
Well, so for those that don't know, Hop City is a festival that Northern Monk put on every year.
Yes.
And we have the 2021 edition and the 2022 edition.
We do.
And we're going to compare the two.
We are. So we couldn't go to Hop City 2022 this year, which we wanted to do, didn't we? But we couldn't because it was one of our friends' weddings that weekend.
Oh, it was, wasn't it?
We were in Scotland.
Was that when we were in Scotland?
Yeah.
But also,
So basically I bought Alex tickets to the Little Summer Beer Bash at Verdant for his birthday. And that was actually a secondary plan of action because I actually wanted to get you tickets for Hop City.
right.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
I wanted to take you to Hop City.
Well, we did, when we left Cornwall on the Sunday, we actually said we should go to Hop City next year.
And that plan still stands.
Shall we just not do this video now and just save it for the 2020?
Yeah, I mean, it's already a year out of date, this one.
You know,
so-
you know what we should have done? We should have bought two of these, and then we could have saved one for next year.
We probably still can. I reckon we could get hold of it on their website.
Yeah, but
still.
I mean, we've got to pay shipping and everything now.
Yeah, we've used our discount codes.
Which, before we start, actually, Sam, because obviously we need to pour the beers. But before we pour the beers, I've got you a present, which is for your birthday on Saturday.
Yeah.
But obviously now we're making videos. I can just give you your present on
Whatever
video.
bloody day you want. You could give it to
So-
me in December if you wanted.
Well, that would be Christmas presents, wouldn't it? That'd be stupid.
Wrong month. Yeah, so we're going to do a little taste test between these two in this video. And we're going to fill you in on our results and what we think. Each can is actually collabed with different breweries over the 2 years. So I think it might be a quite interesting test.
I would like to point out that this can did expire in October 2021 as well.
And why is it expired?
Because we've had it for bloody ages. That's why.
But may I add, when Craftline was up and running and booming,
Yeah.
this was one of our favourite beers from all of the beers we ever bought.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah. We both agreed that it was one of the best beers ever.
Yeah.
And we just decided to keep a can away because we knew we'd get this year's one, and here we are.
So this has got
So it's the
prove.
same style and everything. It's just
we'll go into the back of the cans in a bit,
okay.
and we'll play spot the difference.
Okay. So before we pour the beers, this is your first birthday present.
First,
Your first birthday
you
present.
always do this. Christmas was the same.
I know.
You were like
Such a
generous,
good friend.
generous soul.
Right. I mean, there's technically one for me, one for you, but I want you to keep both of them. Okay.
Oh, it's got Northern Monk on the top of the box. Is it some more glassware?
No.
How topical. Look at that.
It's the leftover third pint glasses from Hop City this year.
Do you know what? A lot of stouts are going to be enjoyed out of this for me. That is a perfect glass for a stout.
But we have to drink our
Yeah,
drinks now.
of course we will.
So can you guess what that one is?
Do you think it might be Hop City 2021 glass?
Imagine. That would be some foresight, wouldn't it?
Imagine. I would have been seriously impressed if that was a 2021 Hop City glass.
Yeah, so
thank
cute.
you.
They're cute, aren't they?
Thank you, mate.
You're welcome.
It's very kind of you.
You might.
I really like this. I haven't got a glass in my cupboard like this, so very excited. Okay, I'm guessing we're going to start on 2021.
Yes.
We are. Here we go.
So just to put some context on this beer, this was I think actually my second favourite beer that we've ever had from Craftline.
I know what your favourite was. What was it?
My favourite was the Smug 2,
Smug.
which is also by Northern Monk. Yeah,
Patrons Project.
Northern Monk is smashing it. Is this my one?
Yes.
Is that
I haven't
all poured
finished it,
out?
mate.
Sorry, there's just a bit of gunk in it. That's all. I think it's just from the cardboard. Now, obviously, if you are buying glasses for someone's birthday, we do recommend that you wash them before you start drinking out of them. But we haven't got a tap nearby, so
Oh, the foresight.
we'll just go. I did consider cleaning them up, but
Right, so this was the last ever can. So we put it aside from the stock we were selling with Craftline, and we put one aside, didn't we? Because we were like, this beer's too good.
removed it from the website.
We will use it in a video in the future, and now we are. Cheers, mate. Sorry, why am I holding it there? Make the beer go warm. Still so good.
So good.
So what was the expiry date on it?
October.
21st of October 21. Still so good.
Nearly 10 months. Well, yeah, nearly 10 months old.
It's just so hoppy,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And it passes the 3-sip rule as well, because the 3-sip rule is you make your decision on the third sip, but
No,
you don't need to
you
with
don't
this
need
one.
to wait that long. No way.
Straight in.
I think it's got this some kind of like warming sensation when you drink it. I just get warm.
I think that's like a general like double IPA like flavour, isn't it? Is that
Yeah.
it does.
But I don't.
Is it actually a double?
I mean, it's got,
It's near enough.
it's got the
7.4.
yeah, it's got the ABV of a double.
Yeah.
But I don't normally get that sensation with other beer styles apart from stouts. That is a beauty of a beer. It really is, isn't it? I feel sad for people who haven't tasted this one. But they did, all right, so I did see Northern Monk promote that they had rebrewed this one for the festival this year. So you might still be able to get it if you
What do you mean?
fancy a little. They've rebrewed it.
But yeah, but it's that one.
No, they rebrewed this one, the 2021.
Did they?
Yeah.
So that one's called the Resurrection. What's this one called?
It's not. It hasn't got a fucking name.
Oh.
They missed the trick there. And, Alex, do you remember a tweet you sent them with your name suggestion for the 2022 version? I think you should drag that one up
What
right
was
now.
it?
I think I can't remember.
Did I tweet it to them?
Yeah, you tweeted it.
Brilliant.
I can't remember what we landed on, but we were like, yeah, that's getting tweeted to them. No reply.
I can't find it. Sorry, mate. I'll try and find it and put it
Yeah.
in the episode.
Find it for the video. You will find it. You definitely tweeted it.
Yeah. So one thing that we're trying to do as well in these new episodes that we always say
Don't say it.
is
Don't say it.
no, we are. But like, this is we've already got a plan though.
You are jinxing it just by saying it. Let's just do it without making a fuss about it.
Do you like that we're sitting closer together with
Yeah.
this new format?
I don't know why we haven't thought about this before. It's so much harder filming a video with us in a straight line.
Yeah.
Like this is so much more natural. Do a little.
We do need to get some less squeaky chairs though.
My one's alright. My one's sturdy.
Okay.
Anyway. So Hop City 2021 coming in at 7.4%, which is the same as 2022, may I add. So the two breweries which were involved in the 2021 version is Other Half,
From the US of A.
the US of A, and a brewery I've never heard of before called Zagova. Zagova?
They sound like a European brewery. Spell it?
Zagovor brewery.
Where do you reckon they're from?
I'm going to
I
go
reckon they're from
with...
like Estonia or
I'm going to go
something.
Ukraine.
They're actually from Russia.
Uh-oh. No wonder why they didn't come back for the 2022 version. They've been blacklisted. I'm sure they're not involved in the decision-making process. I'm just saying we can't muddy their name just because they're from Russia.
I like that you're like, I'm sure that they're not.
But a telling sign. They're not involved in
Let's
that one.
find out who their directors are. Vladimir Putin.
Do you know any other famous Russian people?
Alexander Litvinenko. He's dead though.
Who's that?
He was the one that got
The
the KGB guy that got the spy.
Yeah.
That was sad, wasn't it?
Yeah. Was that in where was it? Salisbury.
No,
No.
that was something else.
Salisbury poisoning.
Yeah.
God.
Great TV show they made. Did you watch it?
Yeah, Russia, keep it coming. We're making some great TV shows out of this
BBC
shit.
rubbing their hands together.
Right. So other half, whereabouts in America? Other half?
I want to say they're from New York.
I actually don't know.
I think they're from Brooklyn, aren't they?
Are they?
I think so, yeah.
I'm gonna go with Florida.
Oh, no. No, they're not from there. They're from Brooklyn. Florida.
I don't know why. I just thought Finback. Where are they
Yeah.
from?
Brooklyn. I don't know.
Because KCBC are from New York
They're
as
from
well.
Brooklyn as well.
Yeah.
Finbrack Brook Brewery are from. Yeah, they're from New York.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Basically, they're all from New York.
They're all from New York, all
Yeah.
the
Well,
successful
they
ones.
are actually in Brooklyn, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the hops used in this one is HBC 586 Cryopop with the little TM at the end. Trademarked. Talus Cryo Hops, copyright sign. Citra, Mosaic, and Idaho 7. They're very hoppy. It's a hoppy number. Do you know what I like about Northern Monk cans?
You
My
can peel
fav-
them.
my
oh my
favourite
god, how
thing.
good is this?
There's going to be so much information over leaf. Look at that. This is good. This is good.
Can we just get a little shot so you can actually ravel the can with
So that is with
so much information.
every Northern Monk can you can do that. And that is my favourite thing about Northern Monk is just the amount of information they put on every can of beer. I love it. So good. Like if you're a proper beer nerd and you just want to know more about that beer you're drinking, especially if you're by yourself and you just fancy a beer, get a Northern Monk can. That's a good half an hour there
Bish bash bosh.
of you nerding out and drinking a great beer.
Do you want to know
Read some information.
what the IBU rating is?
I know what it is.
Go on then.
22.
22. The International Bitterness Units. Is that what it's called?
Yes. And that's another reason why I think this beer is so great. It's not that bitter.
No, that's quite low, isn't it? I don't know what the other numbers stand for though. What is EBC?
I don't know what EBC is.
You know
I think it's something to do with the colour of the beer.
Okay. And what does OG mean?
OG is the gravity level of
Right.
which it was brewed at.
What do you mean?
Because they have to have a gravity reading when they brew a beer. When anyone brews a beer, you have to have a gravity reading.
What do you mean the gravity reading?
I don't know. Why are you pressing me on this?
Well, I don't know
not-
what it
Look, we're
means.
not the craft beer channel.
If you want real information about beer,
Go to the craft beer channel.
go off and go somewhere else.
I just know that you have to have a gravity reading when you brew a beer.
but okay,
And
so
it's something to do with that's how you get your ABV. That's all
Right.
I know. So do not press me anymore.
Well, going off the number, it's 1.079. So what I'm thinking is, which is definitely wrong, if the Earth's gravity is 1,
yeah.
this is 1.079. So obviously gravity that day was a little bit harder.
If that's how you interpret it, Alex, go for it.
So that means that when they were brewing it, everything was compressed by 7.9% more than a normal day. So therefore they had to take that into account.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's gone way over my head. As soon as someone starts talking numbers to me, my mind shuts off. Honestly, I got a D in maths in GCSE, and I don't like talking numbers.
Sam, I was just talking absolute nonsense. So don't worry about it, it's fine.
You were understanding whole systems, mate. Right, so Hop City 2021 was on the 9th to the 10th of July. There was a lot of breweries involved. A celebration of the humble hop. Hop City brings some of the leading masters of brewing from around the world to the UK. There will be something for everyone. Expect juice bombs, dippers, sours, and Merc. The UK's first hop-forward beer festival.
Hang on, I've got a phone call. I think this might be the pizza.
Oh,
Hello.
I thought you were joking.
Okay, all right. See you in a sec. All right, cheers. Bye. Pizza's here.
3, 2, 1, back in the room.
We haven't done it for ages. We used to always do that. Is that the end of that can?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Where was I? Just in case you cut me off a little bit. Expect juice bombs, dippers, sours, and Merc. Very aggressive there.
What you know? What
Merc.
you know? The word Merc, right?
Mm.
So you know, obviously you know my brother Ollie
Yeah,
quite well.
I know him quite well.
So he obviously has been in loads of bands throughout his life, and he's made lots of merchandise for said bands.
Mm.
And for some reason, he always calls merchandise Merc, and it really annoys me.
Have you ever tried to correct him?
Yeah, and he's like, I know it's wrong. I'm calling it Merc. So what can you do? You can't correct someone when they say that.
So
can you?
he's spelling Merc MERK.
No, it's still MERCH, but he's saying Merc.
Just say Merc. No, Ollie. No. Let's just put that
So
one
whenever
back
I
in the
hear
box.
the word Merc, I just think of merchandise now.
I like it. So yeah, they had a few breweries involved in 2021. I'll just read a few. McKellar probably wasn't invited to 2022.
God's sake. Beak,
Boxcar,
Polly's,
Mash Gang,
Mash Gang. That's good. Flock.
Flock. Yeah, those two names surprised me.
Yeah.
Flock and Mash Gang, because they're quite new kids on the block.
Pomona Island, Neon Raptor,
Overtone,
Track,
Newtown Park, another kind of new kid on the block.
Tuol,
Yeah.
Left-Handed Giant. Do you know who Bundo Bust are?
Yes.
Go on then.
They are. Are they from a different country?
No,
Oh, I don't. I've heard of them before.
they're
They're Mancunian.
yeah.
Mancunian,
I
aren't
think they're originally based in Manchester, but they're actually like an Asian cuisine restaurant.
Yes.
But they have their own brewery.
Yeah.
And like,
in the restaurant.
Yeah. And it looks amazing. So
We need to go to Manchester.
well, when we do our next visit, I think they will have one in Leeds as well, and York as well. Sorry, they have one in York. So.
Oh.
A little sneaky peek on where we're going next.
Oh. Right. Having missed out on our annual celebration of hops last year, so there wasn't a Hop City 2020 for obvious reasons.
Does it say why?
We know why.
What?
Because of COVID.
Oh, right.
And the spirit of collaboration and community that comes with it, it's time for the resurrection. That's why they've called it the resurrection.
And then they gave this one no name.
I really, really want to know. Well, we would have known by now what your name suggestion for that one was. I think they looked at your tweet and thought, we're not going to beat that, but we don't want to give him
The satisfaction.
kudos for it. Hop City has always been an international affair, And this year's official Hop City beer is a testament to that friendship without borders, with Zagavar and Other Half representing the festival's European and North American contingents. While the festival itself gives us a whole weekend for catching up and reminiscing, the beer is all about looking to the future, with Yakima Chief providing the brand new Cryopop and Talus Cryo Hops. When's that song gonna end? Yakima Chief, always getting the endorsement. Sick of it.
It is ridiculous, isn't it?
As well as the still experimental HBC 586 variety. So this is an interesting fact for you, which you might already know, Alex. The hops which start with HBC and all that shit, they just haven't thought of a name for the hop yet, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Which combine with Citra, Mosaic and Idaho 7 for a DDH IPA packed with tropical and orchard stone fruit aromas, citrus, and an underlying layer of piney dankness. And that is Hop City 2021, baby.
Right, so now we need to rate the beer.
We do. Or do we do the ratings after this one?
No.
You want to rate it
Well, the
now?
thing is, we've had this beer so many times.
Yeah. I mean, I can probably tell you what I
Yeah,
rated
but
it.
we've got to rate it new from right now.
Okay, I just want to see if I have rated it because
of course
I am.
you have.
No, but I've been a bit lackluster on Untapped lately.
Lately, this beer is over a year old.
Yeah, see, I haven't rated it on here.
I'm still trying to find out the Northern Monk thing.
Found it.
Yes.
What did you call it?
Right.
The Rebirth.
No.
Oh.
Don't try and guess that. I fucking spent ages trying to find it. Right, 18th of February
Yeah.
at Northern Monk, a special request for you to name Hop City 2022. Hop City 2022, The Phoenix.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew it was something like Rebirth or...
Please
yeah.
and thank you. The resurrection was sublime.
Yes.
And you know what? Who liked it?
Go on.
You did.
I was just trying to get some traction on it, you know?
So if anyone is listening to this, please go onto Twitter and please go to my tweet from the 18th of February. And can you please comment to Northern Monk that they really missed a trick and what they need to do is call 2023 version The Phoenix.
I just find it bizarre that they've missed an opportunity to name a beer.
Yeah.
Like, give it a little subtitle.
Like, how can you, like, if there was there a Hop City 2019?
Like, they've called it The Resurrection because they missed a year last year. There's a reason why...
I mean,
Hop City
in
2022
hindsight,
happened.
The Phoenix doesn't make sense because Phoenix is like rising from the ashes. So
Yeah,
that would have
that-
made more sense
for
for
that
for
one.
2021.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, why don't we just do it right now? Why don't we just come up with a new name? We'll tweet them right now.
For this.
Yeah.
Uh,
For 2023.
For 2023.
How about Hop City 2023? Oops, I did it again.
But that would only work if they collaborated with another Russian brewery.
Oops, we did it again. Well, you never know. Everything might be resolved by next year.
Yeah.
That or it'll be dead. So.
Yeah. I mean, I want to know what's happened to this Russian brewery. It's plagued my mind now.
That's another video.
What are they doing?
Right, Sam,
I'm
can you hurry up and
surprised-
drink that? Because we
Sorry.
need to drink this.
I've already got my rating, so if you want to go first, go for it, mate.
Okay, well, this beer has been a long time coming in its being sensational.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's 10 months old also speaks volumes to everyone's hops fade fast.
It says
category.
something like that on the back. Look, I just read it. Look, it says, unpasteurized and unfined. This is a fresh product and should be experienced as such. Keep it cool and enjoy it responsibly.
I mean, on the grand scheme of things, you drank it pretty quick.
Mate, I'm telling you now, for a fact, right now, this beer tastes exactly the same as it did a year ago. Okay?
Yeah, 100%.
The quality has not changed.
No, it hasn't. Yeah, I agree.
It hasn't.
And it is a sensational beer. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a 4.75.
Yeah! I am too. 4.75, big time score for the Hop City 2021.
The only way this can get better if it's a 5. So
Yeah.
better be better.
It better be.
And it's
Right.
fresher, so obviously it's going to taste better.
I'm bored of my own voice now, so I'm going to let you crack on with the information on that can, please.
Okay, so...
I sit here when we do our episodes, and I'm just reading so much information. I'm like, oh god, I just can't be bothered with my voice anymore.
All right, well, before we read anything about it, I'm gonna pour it first.
Okay.
So there's an interesting fact that oh my god.
You saved it.
That was as close as you can get to the beer being stuck in the can.
The one con of a can is when the ring pull
Didn't happen
doesn't
to us a
work.
while ago, and I had to get
a knife. You got your knife.
I did, didn't
Yeah,
I?
you got your knife out and you went. Don't you ever do that to me again. I spat my beer out. It made me laugh. By the way, these coasters were stolen from Verdant.
Little side beer bash.
Verdant's.
Actually, that one's got a little special message underneath it. Turn it around. Turn it over. That one. Turn it.
Is it a birthday
No,
message?
it's not.
Cheers, Alex. Oh, it came in
from Northern Monk.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right.
Just quickly, before
on.
you start, colour difference.
Uh,
Look how much more
it's a lot
danker.
light.
Wait,
danker,
danker and murkier that looks.
It is. Do you think that's because of the age, or do you think it's just the brewing process? Maybe the gravity was less that day.
Well, if you look on the back of the cans and you want to do a bit of spot the difference, Alex, the gravity levels are different.
Oh, they are. I mean, by like 0.1.
A
Right.
smidge.
So the ABV is the same, 7.4. The IBU, this is 22. And
That's-
ironically, the 2022 version is 25. EBC, we don't know what that means, but that is 8.
It's something to do with colour. I know for a fact it
Well,
is.
if
So,
that's,
yeah.
they're both 8. I mean, the color that's danker for sure.
But you think the colour is different
because of
for
the
tones
age,
because of
maybe,
the
yeah, maybe. The OG rating, this is 1.079, and this. Are you ready for this?
Wait, what's this? The
OG rating.
OG, yeah. Go on.
This is 1.078.
my mind is shutting off right now.
1.078.
I'm just looking at you.
There is a 100th of a difference in these two.
Right, this EBC thing's annoying me. Let me just test my knowledge here. EBC, yeah,
Yeah.
in beer. I'm pretty sure it's colour. Come on. The EBC method is quantitative and involves measuring the beer sample colour in a cuvette that is placed in a spectrophotometer at a wavelength of 430 nm. This particular wavelength was selected so that the final measured colour was in agreement with a Lovibond references. What the hell does that mean? So it is to do with colour.
Yeah, I completely understand. That makes complete sense. Yeah.
Did your mind shut off?
No, I was thinking about the distance and the NMs. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, right.
The NMs.
Yeah.
Northern Monk.
Oh, someone's showing off. Right, you ready? What's the smell?
What colour do you prefer?
That one.
Yeah.
2021.
Yeah. More vibrant.
Yeah.
This just looks like a ghost beer.
It looks like someone's
Looks dead.
left the Robinson's orange juice out for too long in the sun.
Yeah.
But I'm going to enjoy the taste.
Here we go, mate. I'm excited.
I'm fucking nervous. I'm being honest. Right, I'm gonna have to go to the 3-sip rule on this one.
Same.
Let's just read some more information. So this one was brewed with 2 other breweries, a Russian and American brewery. This
Yeah.
is brewed with 3 breweries.
Mm-hmm.
Fidens.
I haven't got a clue. Let me look them up.
Fidens.
F.
Idens. I've never heard of them. Where
do you think? Where do you think?
I reckon that they are.
So just
I
quickly.
reckon they're an American brewery.
So yeah, I was just about to say. So quickly, this Hop City Festival, which I didn't know until this episode, is a
International.
celebration of international
Yeah.
collaborations.
Yeah.
So you're saying the USA?
Uh-huh.
You are correct.
Thank you.
Where is this American brewery from?
They are from California.
They are from Brooklyn, New York. Oh, they are.
I mean, America's a big place, but
Yeah.
the craft beer scene is
God, I
very
tell you
small.
what. When I went to New York, I did not exploit this craft brewery.
Actually,
scene.
you know what? I have a good story about Brooklyn. So when I went to New York, 2015 maybe.
Mm.
I went with my ex-girlfriend and we went to the Brooklyn Brewery,
Yeah.
which was like my first experience really of going to a brewery other than going to the Heineken Museum in Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was in New York, I went to the Brooklyn Brewery in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And it was actually 6 years ago that I went. And this was at the time when I was really into doing Google reviews.
Yeah.
And I put loads of photos on Google.
Mm-hmm.
So I put this photo on Google, right? That photo there, which I'll show on the screen, right? And guess how many people have viewed it?
You've told me about this. It's
This
colossal.
This isn't my number one photo, but of the Brooklyn Brewery, it's had 283,000 views.
283,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
How mad is that? And
I
then
mean, it's a very
is that a wasp?
wasp, mate.
Excuse me, you're not allowed to be in the video.
Just loves the Hop City.
And yeah, just for context, my number one was also taken in New York. It was a
Same trip.
same trip,
Yeah.
Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah.
Ruby Tuesday used this photo as their main photo on Google Maps for years. 1.6 million views. So I'm basically like famous on Google Maps,
Yeah.
but just unfortunately not on YouTube, which is also owned by Google.
Right. Come on, carry on.
Where were we?
We were deciphering where these breweries
So
are from.
Fidens are from
Brooklyn, New York.
Close enough. Right. Whiplash.
You know where. Well, I'm going to test your knowledge. I know where Whiplash is from. Come on. You know, Alex, dig deep. You know where Whiplash are from. Come on. I have every ounce of faith in you that you're going to get it.
Leeds.
They're from Ireland.
Ireland! I knew that! They're from Northern Ireland, aren't they?
Sorry, I've just typed Whiplash
I
in and
knew
it's come
that.
up with the film.
I actually knew that.
I think they're Dublin as well. Dublin?
No, I think
Dublin.
they're-
Brewed in
they are.
Dublin.
Okay.
Yeah. I've really that's one of my top. I think if I had a top 5 breweries I'd like to visit, Whiplash would be one.
I
of
even added them to our new project website the other day.
Oh, really?
And I knew they were from Ireland because
Yeah.
I literally wrote Ireland. Anyway, that's my memory.
That's
next,
your memory shut to pieces.
Next is a brewery that sounds like they're from Russia, but I'm gonna guess that they're from Ukraine to make up for
What is it?
the wrongdoing of last year.
Zichovek.
Zichovek.
So I think, yeah, Ukraine's a possibility. I've never heard of them before. I'm going to throw Croatia in the mix.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
My guess is Croatia.
Yeah.
You're going to go with Ukraine.
Just because they want to make up for their
Spell it.
lack of foresight from last year. ZICHOVEC. And obviously my pronunciation is probably well off.
I think you're right, but I just had to choose another country.
I actually think you're right. Neither of us are right. They're from Russia.
No, they're not. We are both wrong.
Okay.
Would you like another guess?
Well, there must be an Eastern European country. Like that way.
I'm not giving you any clues, mate. You can have one final guess, and then I'm going to reveal.
The Czech Republic.
Correct.
Yes!
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, Czech Republic. They are. Is that it? That was all the breweries. So a 4-way collab on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I think?
Too many cooks spoil the broth.
Yeah. I like that you can read my mind now, Alex. I don't think we were at that level before this YouTube channel. Right, I tell you what you're going to find funny. You're going to find this hilarious. I just remembered that I've had a Hop City from another year. So pre-2020, because there wasn't a festival in 2020. And I'm pretty sure it was a 5 or 6-way collab. And I remember what I wrote about it. So I'm going to find it quickly. It's good. It's good. You're going to fucking love this.
Can I read the review?
You can. Yeah. So it's from 2019. I actually gave it quite a good rating.
3.75. Oh my god, what is so funny? You gave it a 3.75.
Yeah, but read
Right.
it. Read it.
All of my favourite breweries in one pint was hopping for a bit more out of it. Did you mean to put hopping? Does that say hopping? I'm pretty sure that says hopping.
I'd obviously have one too many.
Was hopping for a bit more out of this classic case of too many breweries for the broth.
And how many people have collabed on that? Can you see?
Oh, you do. I don't know how to use the app.
Oh, so you can see from the picture I took. Daya,
Wow.
Verdant, Wylam,
And Cloudwater.
Cloudwater, and Northern Monk. That is
big.
a mental collab.
3.75.
That is like all the big boys
Yeah,
in
yeah.
one. Boom.
Yeah.
This is the beer we produced.
Wow.
And I think, yeah, I mean, well, I've rated it a 3.75, so it couldn't have been that bad. But you'd think that a beer with all of those breweries involved would hit the 4s. You'd think
Yeah,
that,
I
wouldn't
suppose so, yeah. I mean, but not all of the beers from those
you?
breweries.
We're giving 2021 a 4.75 each. And I gave that, what, a 3.75. That's a whole point down.
But what I find
There's still
interesting-
some more in there, mate.
No,
Do you-
there isn't. It's empty.
Do you want to...
No, it's empty, mate. It's
Do
empty.
you want to top yourself up, mate? You've drunk a bit more than me.
So-
I don't want any more. I don't,
No, it's empty.
I don't need any more, mate.
Come on, give me your glass.
You still haven't peeled back the layer.
Well, we're getting there, aren't we?
God, this is right. See,
I know what you're
you've
saying,
jinxed
I
it.
know,
You jinxed
I
it from the
know,
start.
I
Oh, it's gonna
know.
be a half-an-hour video. Bullshit.
Most of the time I spent looking through Twitter trying to find my last tweet, so we can cut all that out. Right, so let's compare the hops. So we've got HBC 586, we've got Talus, we've got Cryo Hops, Citra, Simcoe. Okay, so the difference.
What? So these are all the ones which marry up?
Yeah, so
They're the same.
yeah, no, Simcoe doesn't.
Okay.
So apart from Simcoe, everything else is the same. So this has got Mosaic and Idaho 7 in last year's, and this one has not got those two, but instead has got
Yeah.
Simcoe.
And that is
Other than that, they're the same.
proof in the pudding, mate.
That's the difference.
Mosaic superior hop. I'm telling you now. Mosaic is my favourite hop of all time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, this.
But it's just like as much as there's a lot of marrying up with the hops over the two, how different are they?
Yeah, I mean, they're different in the like the style was obviously the same, and the weightiness of the beer is the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, the taste is like night and day.
Weird, isn't it?
It's almost like so if somebody gave us the same recipe, it's like the Great British Bake Off. It's like you both need to bake a fairy cake, and you bake a fairy cake, and I bake a fairy cake.
Can
You-
hold on
you
a second?
really-
Hold on a second.
No, I couldn't
I can't
think
wait.
of another cake.
I can't wait for the year when I see people baking fairy cakes on the Great British Bake Off.
You know what, Sam? Fuck you, right?
Anyway, Alex, I've come back here, sit down, because I'm really struggling to describe this beer compared to that
Well,
one.
I'm trying to describe it to you, but
Yeah,
you're just
you're doing a
mugging
good
me
job,
off. Yeah, you're
but
mugging me off.
They ain't baking fairy cakes on GBBO.
I would like to go on the Great British Bake Off.
Do you think you'd be good?
Oh, I'd bake fairy cakes.
Fuck you, Paul Hollywood. I'm baking fairy cakes.
Yeah, no, okay, right. Anyway, let me do the peel, the reveal of the peel.
Yes.
Here
Come
we
on.
go.
I want a bit more information. I'd also like to
Right.
compare the breweries from 2021 to 2022.
Okay,
Please.
so what were the dates, first of all? This is the 2nd to the 4th of June.
9th to the 10th of July.
Wow.
So
There we go.
different months.
Different months.
Interesting.
The UK's first Hop Forward Beer Festival.
Yep, got that.
A celebration of the humble hop. Hop City brings some of the leading masters of brewing from around the UK. No, from around the world to the UK. Well, your sister said.
Correct.
Expect juice bombs, dippers, sours, and merchandise. But they even changed this. There will be something for everyone.
That's all the same.
Our official beer is an annual showcase of new and of-the-moment hops in association with festival sponsors, Yakima Chief Hops, and a selection of the headline breweries attending.
Yeah, that's going to be different because they're different beers. But yeah,
What do you mean?
like that bit's going to be different.
Oh, no, it's that bit there.
Oh,
The yellow bit.
yeah, different.
Okay, so this year we've teamed up with Whiplash from Ireland. Fidens from New York, and
Brooklyn.
Zichovec from the Czech Republic. Fruity up front, thanks to HBC 586's Fruit Medley and Super Blend Cryopops. Tropical Biotransformation Talus brings a bite of piffy grapefruit all over a familiar Whirlpool combo of Citra and Simcoe. And I have not read out the registered signs on the unit, so I apologise.
That's it. That's just hit the nail on the head for me. It's very grapefruit infused, isn't it? Which I think's a bit overbearing at times. When breweries focus so much on the grapefruit, I think it spoils a beer. I think a little bit of grapefruit, yeah.
I think when I said that it looks a bit like Gone Off Robinson's, like that's how it tastes as well.
But it does look it looks like that or a cloudy apple juice, doesn't it? That is the colour of this.
Yeah.
Or a ghost beer. I'm gonna stick with that description. A ghost beer. It's just very pale, isn't it?
Right, I rated my one first last time, so she'll go.
I'm giving this beer a 3.25. We are just too similar-minded. We're too similar-minded.
I even downvoted it like from a 3.5. I was like, no, it doesn't deserve a 3.5.
And do you know what? I did that as well. Do you know why I downgraded it from a 3.5 to a 3.25? Because they were too lazy and didn't give it a fucking name.
That wasn't my thought process, but yeah.
They didn't listen to your tweet. So minus 0.25.
So next year can now be called the Phoenix because this one was so bad.
Yeah, it can rise from the ashes. They just need to. So probably stick with a brewery from Brooklyn, New York,
100%.
because that worked for that one.
And a Russian brewery.
And get another Russian brewery involved who doesn't support Putin.
Well, I think this actually...
Do you know what would be nice? If they got a Russian brewery and a Ukraine brewery involved for 2023.
Well, yeah, it would be
Just
nice,
make peace through a craft beer
Imagine
collab.
if that's what solved the war.
Yeah.
Putin was like, I was just waiting for a craft beer collaboration, and Northern Mug have done it.
Yeah.
So
Ukraine were like, no, we don't want to.
okay, I'll make a stand right now that if that does happen, I will, without tasting the beer, give it a 5.